All right. Oh my gosh, everyone is here. I am so excited to jump in and get started with you guys. So one thing I would love for you to do as we are just starting up this class, I would love for you to type in the chat where you're watching in from, and also if you can hear me, and make sure that everything is good. Today we have had so many tech problems behind the scenes, and so just want to make sure that everything is good to go here. But it looks like we have so many people joining from all over the world. I see some of you from India, from UK, and I know that it's like 10 p.m. over there. So I see Katrina from the UK and Leanne from the UK, Nadeem from India. You guys are the troopers. You guys are the real ones. Here in the United States, it is like 2 p.m. to like 5 p.m. So, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited that you guys are here. It says, yes, I can hear you loud and clear, says Sydney. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Okay, we are going to be diving into an incredible class today, you guys. We have so much planned. And one thing that I'll just say as we jump in and get started, if you don't already have a notebook, go grab a notebook. You're going to want one for this class. So grab a notebook, grab a pen. I like to talk fast, and I like to have people take lots and lots of notes. So grab a notebook and pen if you don't already have one. And let's see here. I just realized that it has my name up for me. So funny. Like I said, things have just been a little crazy behind the scenes here. Has anybody else had a crazy day or crazy week? Go ahead and type in the chat. Let me know. I'll be honest. It has just been a little nuts. And I love to be transparent with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I love to be transparent. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a crazy day, but I am here. I am present to be hanging out with you guys. And we are going to be diving in. I'm going to give just a couple more minutes for everybody to get the link, all of that stuff. And somebody can somebody in the chat box type, is there a video or chat only? Type in the chat. Just let them know that there is a video here. And usually one thing I will say is if something does go wrong or for some reason the video stops playing, usually if you just refresh your screen, it usually brings it back up. And we are recording this on our end. So if something goes wrong or something gets a little funky, don't worry. Our goal is to send out a replay after this. But if for some reason something goes away or goes down, just hit refresh on your screen, especially if you're watching on a phone. Anybody who's watching on a phone knows that it can be a little funky and a little glitchy. One other thing I will mention is if you are watching this on a mobile device, if you're watching this on a phone, the chat box is down below the video. However, sometimes when you bring up the chat, it takes away the video. And so personally for me, if you're watching this on a phone, I would prefer that you don't type in the chat box because it's going to take away the video, and I want to make sure that you can see everything. So that's just the one thing that I wanted to say. And I see that some of you guys are saying that you can see it on YouTube as well. I love it. I love it. I love it. Whether you're watching from YouTube or you're watching here on our website, I'm just so excited that you're here. So we are going to get started here. I just want to bring up the comments. Oh my gosh, I love it. Shayla says Mercury in retrograde gave us a bit of a crazy week. I was wondering that today. Another thing happened. I was just like, I think Mercury is in retrograde. We're going to blame it on that today. So thank you, Shayla, for saying that and for validating it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I love it. I love it. Well, let's dive in, you guys. You guys are here. We are going to be spending the next 60 minutes together, diving in really deep. And one thing I will say is there is going to be a Q&A at the end. So one thing I would love for you to do, if you have any questions throughout this entire class, save them till the end, because as I'm going through the slides and all of the information, I'm not able to see your question. So if you ask it in the middle, I won't be able to see it. So make sure to save those till the end. And we're going to dive in. I'm going to switch over to my full screen here. So it says the simplest way to attract dream clients on Instagram right now, how to get booked up with new clients through Instagram without burning yourself out or without wasting time with strategies that don't work anymore. If you are sick and tired of wasting your time with strategies that don't work anymore, go ahead and type a heck yes, I am done in the chat. Actually, just write a I'm done in the chat. Go ahead and type that in right now. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, people are saying they've had a little bit of a rough week too. So you guys are with me on that one. We'll blame it on Mercury in retrograde. Awesome. I'm seeing the I'm done heck yes in the chat. Awesome, awesome. So in today's class, I'm going to show you how you can start attracting more dream clients and get booked up, because I know that's why you're here, by knowing what gets followers to become clients and how you can start focus on what will actually build and grow your business instead of wasting your time with strategies or tips that don't work anymore. And by the end of our time together, you're going to know the next steps to easily create a thriving business you love that complements a lifestyle that brings you more joy through Instagram. I am excited to be diving into this class. Not only are these strategies are things that have worked for me and my business over the last 6 years, but it's things that have worked for thousands of members inside of our online programs and tens of thousands of audience members on Instagram, on YouTube. And so I'm excited to be sharing with you. And I know that you're here investing your time with me, and I don't take that lightly. So I know that you want to grow your business using Instagram, but you're probably feeling a little frustrated because you're not seeing the results you want. And in fact, if you're here watching this class and you feel that way, I know that because I actually asked you on Instagram, how are you feeling about Instagram? And so many of you said, I'm not seeing the results that I want, even though you're putting in a lot of time and energy into Instagram. And here's the deal. A lot has changed with Instagram in the last year, and a lot has changed with our audience, and a lot has changed in our industry. 2020 has been a crazy year, and I want to share with you the strategies that are currently working for hairstylists to help you fall back in love with Instagram and grow your business in the process. And one other thing I'm going to say is you're going to want to stay till the end, because I'm going to share with you how you can get an opportunity to get this 30 caption template PDF for free. So if you always feel like you go to write a caption and you don't know what to say, this caption template PDF is amazing. It's going to help give you caption templates that are fill in the blank that you can pop into your Instagram whenever you don't know what to say. It is a $97 value, and I'm going to share with you how you can get this for free at the end. So before we start, I just want to say, first, make sure to put your phone on silent. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I love to multitask, and I am the type of person that's on like Netflix, and then I'm scrolling on Instagram, and then I'm doing a bunch of other things, or maybe I'm, listening to a podcast while I'm doing some house chores. If that is you, I want you to come back here and come get present with me. I'm going to be going through these slides really quickly, and I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to take in the information. So put your phone on silent, get rid of any distractions, close the doors, grab a notebook and pen if you haven't already. This is definitely going to be something that you're going to want a notebook and pen for, and get ready to learn a ton. We are going to be going through things really quickly, like I said, and you're going to want to make sure that you're taking notes. And in fact, the stylists that take notes at these classes are always the ones that get the best results and are the ones that are able to implement all of the strategies that I'm teaching. So make sure that you grab a notebook and pen. And I'm guessing that you're probably here for one of these reasons. So what I would love for you to do is, one of these reasons resonates with you, I would love for you to type in the chat one of these things. So number one, maybe you're here today because you're not booked as you want to be. I know that you want to grow your following and your clientele, but you just don't know exactly how to do that, or you're unsure of where to start. If that's you, go ahead and type a number one. Number two, you've tried using Instagram to promote your work, but nothing seems to be working for you. You aren't getting new clients, and you're ready to throw in the towel and give up on Instagram. You've been doing all the things, you've been putting in all the work, and it's just not working. If that's you, go ahead and type a number two. Number three, you're stressed out, you're burnt out, and you're not making enough money. You wish that you could walk into the salon every day feeling excited to do hair, but lately you've been feeling bummed about all of your job, and you're just not excited at all. If that's you, go ahead and type a number three. Number four, you're overwhelmed with all there is to do on Instagram, whether it's from when to post, how to take pictures, how to write captions, how to attract real followers and turn them into clients, which we're going to be talking about today. If that's you, go ahead and type a number four. And maybe number five, you just feel stuck. You see other successful stylists killing it on Instagram. They have things in their bio like not accepting new clients or booked out until January, but you still haven't found that secret for your business yet, and you're wondering what the heck you're doing wrong. So here's the numbers again. Number one, you aren't as booked as you want to be. Number two, you're trying to use Instagram, but nothing's working. You're doing all the things. Number three, you're stressed out, not making enough money. Number four, you're just overwhelmed with everything there is to do on Instagram. And number five, you feel stuck. Go ahead and type in the chat. Let me hit refresh right here on my screen. so I can see what you guys are saying. All right, we've got 4 and 5, 2, 4 and 5. Brandy says 4 and 5. Avery says 1, 4 and 5. Serena says, is it bad to be all of the above? Oh Lord, LOL. Kayla says 3, 4 and 5. Livia says 1, 2, 4 and 5. 2, 4 and 5. Lots of 4 and 5s on this round. Sydney says, 1 through 5, LOL. Let's see here. 3, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Wow, lots of the 2s, 4s, and 5s. 1, 3, 4, and 5. 4 and 5. Beauty in the Balayage says, okay, awesome. This is just helpful for me to understand a little bit more of where you guys are at today. This is an intimate group, and I love that I get to hang out with you, and I love the chat because it makes me feel like we're a little bit more connected here. But this helps me understand a little bit more from where you're coming from, and so I'm glad that you're here. And I just want to say that no matter why you showed up today, whether you typed a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or all the things, I want you to know that you are in the right place. And I'm going to help you gain confidence in your Instagram strategy and show you how you can grow your business regardless of where you're at currently. So before we jump in, maybe this is our first time hanging out. If this is our first time hanging out, maybe you've never been on one of my classes before, or you've never been on an Instagram Live, go ahead and just type first time. I would love to know if there's any first timers here. I just wanted to share with you a little bit more about my look into my journey as a hairstylist. And I think sometimes on Instagram, or maybe you found me from YouTube, you can see all the things and you might think, oh my gosh, Jamie has it all together. And I will be 100% honest, I absolutely don't. Today is major proof of that. But I just want to share with you a little bit more of the look into my journey as a stylist. So we can flash back to 11 years ago when I first started out in the hair industry. This is me actually in beauty school doing a fashion show, but I only had a few clients a week on a busy week. And I was trying to figure out how to get booked and trying to grow my clientele. And at the time, I saw my coworkers taking client after client after client while I was just hoping that someone would need help shampooing because I was so bored. And at the beginning of my career, there were weeks where I was only making $152.50, including tips. So I would work all week and I would take home $152.50. And maybe some of you can relate to that. I would do things like free haircut with color deals. I would try 10% off. I did Groupon and discount sites. I mean, I did probably hundreds of clients from Groupon. I tried back to school specials, free this, free that. I even gave away entire services for free, hoping that those people would eventually turn into real returning clients. But guess what? Hardly any of them did. And if they did come back, they wanted another deal or discount. And what I didn't realize at the time was I was attracting the wrong type of clientele. They didn't respect my value or my expertise, and they definitely were not my dream clients in the slightest. They would constantly ask for deals or discounts or tell me how to do their hair. They didn't value my expertise. They didn't respect my knowledge, and they didn't respect me at all. And so this is my actual Instagram. And so you can kind of see I was trying to promote my work a little bit, like post photos of Mark and I, and post photos of the dogs, and just random photos of a donut and my pizza. And I really had no idea what I was doing. Here's some more of my hair work. And by the way, this is not a weird filter on the computer. This is actually the filter that I would use from Instagram. Does anybody else use the Instagram filters? Yeah, I definitely was into the Instagram collage filter type of vibe back in the day. And I didn't know how to do anything on Instagram. I didn't know how to take good hair photos. I mean, this is literally proof that I did not know how to take good hair photos. I didn't know how to write captions. I didn't know what hashtags to use or why I should even be using hashtags. I didn't know how to pose my clients or even ask them to take their photo. I certainly didn't know how to gain followers, and I really didn't know how to get clients from Instagram. I had literally no strategy. I was just posting up photos here and there without anything at all. And after a while, I realized, okay, this isn't getting me anywhere. Me posting up these random photos on Instagram isn't actually building my clientele. It's not building my business at all. And so I realized if I could get more strategic with Instagram, and if I could learn how to use Instagram, I have a feeling that it could actually grow my business. And in fact, I had actually seen one of my creative entrepreneur friends, she does calligraphy. I saw her completely grow her business on Instagram. And I was like, wait, I bet I could figure that out for me. So I created an Instagram specifically for my hair photos and my business, and I started to post intentionally. I decided at that moment that I was going to use this platform as a tool to change my business and my life. And guess what? It did. So I started to trial and error things. I tried new techniques. I had lots of failures. I had lots of posts that got hardly any likes, that got hardly any comments, but I kept trying and I kept going. And I invested in learning how to market and brand myself. And I wanted to grow my business and I was ready to put in the work. And it freaking paid off. In July of 2015, I was only booked a couple days a week, but I was ready to grow more. So I started to really dive into learning how to use Instagram to expand my business and expand my reach. I started marketing to my ideal clients. And after a little while, I actually started to get new clients from Instagram. They would send me a DM and they're like, oh my gosh, I love your work. I'd love to make an appointment. Or they would bring in photos of my work. And I was completely shocked. So 6 months later, I was actually booked out 2 to 3 months in advance with a wait list. So in a matter of 6 months, I was able to go from not that booked to booked out 2 to 3 months in advance. And my clientele was built up of actual dream clients. We're going to be using this word a lot today because dream clients are like the perfect client, the client we all love. But I was getting to do hair that I loved every single day and was charging higher end prices for it. And because of all of that, I was actually able to hire an assistant and open my own 600 square foot salon. So this is insane. Instagram literally blew up my business within a matter of 6 months. And as of today, probably the way that you found me, I am a full-time educator where I get to focus my time on helping hairstylists like you grow their businesses. I speak at hair shows and conferences around the country. I work with brands, and I've been able to help thousands of stylists like you not only do what I did, but take their business to the next level. So whether that was opening a salon, whether that's opening a salon suite, whether that's just getting booked up a couple weeks in advance or getting to do the kind of work that they want to do. No matter what that looks like, I've been able to help thousands of stylists do this, and I'm excited for you to do that too. So I was getting 2 to 3 new client inquiries a week, sometimes up to 6 a week. I was making easily over $1,000 a day in the salon. I was working less and making more. I actually went down to 3 days a week and was making more than when I was working 5 days a week. I was able to take on more of the type of clients that I loved and stop doing the services that I didn't want to do. And ultimately, I wasn't burnout and I had time to focus on other things I love, such as education and working with brands. So the reason why I share with you my story is I want you to imagine, can you imagine what it would feel like to have clients you absolutely love, being able to make way more money by charging more while working less, and ultimately being able to have a career you're excited about again? Can you just type in the chat box for me how that would feel? I would love to know what that would feel like to you, because I think so often we might see these stories on Instagram, and maybe you just heard my story and you thought, oh my gosh, well, that worked for Jamie, but that's not going to work for me. Or I've seen it work for other stylists, or I've seen it work for other salon owners, but that can't possibly work for me. I'm already trying all of the things. So let me know in the comments what that would feel like, to you, to be able to have more clients you love, being able to make more money and working less, and ultimately have a career that you're excited about. Oh my gosh, they're going by so fast. Amazing. Sabrina says the dream. Fantastic. That would be unbelievable, says Sydney. Clarissa says life-changing, empowered, dreamy, amazing. Lots of amazing. The absolute goal. The dream of my life, says Alec. Freedom, says Jess. That would be fabulous, says Lynn. Amazing. So many amazings. You guys are, that's like one of my favorite words. You guys are my people here. A dream come true. Would feel great to work for myself, says Texas Mom. You are literally reading my thoughts. I love it. Amazing, says Livia. Like the universe loves me all the way. Empowering. It would be awesome. I could quit my awful day job. Yes, I want you to be able to do that. So blessed, says Hair by May. At peace. Yes, awesome. I just love hearing your words. And the reason why I love hearing your guys' words, because I want you to imagine yourself in that place. And I want you to actually think, this is possible for me. And so there's one thing that I really want you to know, and something that I really want you to know walking away from today's class. Instagram is the best and fastest way to grow and build your business as a hairstylist. But in order to see the best results, you must have a proven strategy and plan in place. Without those two things, you're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels, trying to keep up with all the things, and end up feeling burnout and getting nowhere. And so I think for some of you, you're walking in today. You already said, I'm already feeling burnt out. I'm already feeling like I'm getting nowhere. I feel like I'm already spinning my wheels. And so today I'm going to walk you through how you can use Instagram in the best and fastest way to grow and build your business with a proven strategy and plan in place. So today we're going to be walking through 3 mistakes that don't work anymore, but instead 3 secret strategies that actually work to get results. Now, one thing I will say is these are more advanced strategies. These aren't just your basic Instagram tips that maybe you've seen other influencers post about, or maybe you watched an Instagram reel the other day and they're like 30 tips for growing your business on Instagram. And I think those are great. Those are fun. But these aren't just like little tips like use more hashtags or try this or post it this time. These are actual strategies because tips can only get you so far. So I want to make sure that you're not making these 3 mistakes that don't work anymore, and instead start working on the things that do work. So mistake number 1 that I see so often, what is not working anymore, is not attracting the right kind of followers because you're missing the follower experience on your page. Now you might be thinking, what the heck is the follower experience and what the heck is the right kind of followers? I'm going to walk you through all of this. Don't even worry. So our goal with our Instagram is to get the right people to click the follow button. Here's the deal. If you are attracting people to your page, but they're either number 1, not clicking the follow button, or they're number 2, not the right type of person who will eventually turn into a client, this could be why your engagement is low and why you're not getting new clients from Instagram. So imagine this for me for just a quick second. Somebody lands on your page and maybe they're not the right kind of client. Maybe they click the follow button, and because you're sharing content specifically for your audience to turn them into clients, this person sees your content all of the time and they're not liking it. They're not engaging with it. They're just not interested in it because it's not meant for them. Or on the flip side, maybe they didn't even click the follow button in the first place and you're missing out on potential clients because they didn't click the follow button. So let's break down what makes somebody actually click the follow button. There are steps that people take before hitting the follow button. And if we know what those steps are, we can ensure that our page will be designed so that the right people are clicking the follow button and will eventually turn into clients and customers. Now, here's the deal. Most people actually don't click the follow button right away. Back in the day, people followed other hair pages all of the time, but now people are more selective with who they choose to follow. And if you think about it this way, when you land on somebody's page, do you click the follow button? Chances are you probably don't click the follow button on every single person's page you land on. People like to do an analysis of your page to determine whether or not they're going to invest in following you and want to see more of your content. So I like to use the word invest because people are wanting to find out more. And there's certain things that make people click the follow button, and there's certain things that make people bounce and go, nope, I'm going on to the next page, right? We want them to be interested in investing in us and following our journey so that they want to see more of our content. So secret number 2, what is working, understanding what gets the right people to click the follow button and eventually become a client. So let's walk through this. This is what I call the follower journey. Now, of course, this could vary a little bit, but this is the typical journey that I see most followers fall under when they click over to your page. So first, they find your page, and it could be through any of these ways. Maybe they find it through a hashtag. Maybe they see your photo or video on the Explorer feed. Maybe they see it in the Reels tab. Maybe they find your page through a geotag, which is a location tag. Maybe somebody else tagged your page on their page or on their stories, right? So maybe somebody tagged you or mentioned you in their stories. Or maybe they just see that you liked or commented on their photo or someone else's photo. So obviously there's lots of different ways for people to stumble upon your page, but these are the typical ones. So first they see a piece of content, or they see your profile photo, or they see your username, and then they click over to your page. And so when they click through over to your page, they're going to do these things typically in this order. Number 1, they're going to read through your bio. And we want to make sure that our bio is informative, that it shares who we are, what we do, what you specialize in, and it gives them all the information that they need. Does it have your location? Does it have contact info? Does it have any type of booking info that you might need? You want to make sure that all of this is in your bio. So I'm going to ask you the first question today. Does your bio tell people who you are, what you specialize in, and have all the info they need? If you're missing this, this is the first thing that people do when they click over to your page. Before they scroll to see anything else, they read through the bio. And so we want to capture their attention in the few seconds that we have. All right, we're moving on to number 2. Then they click through your current stories. So if you have any stories up in that little pink orange circle around your profile photo, they're going to go click to see your stories. They want to see what you're up to. They want to see who you are. And this is a typical way that most people get to know us. So my next question to you is, are you posting on your stories consistently with valuable content? So if you think about it, I think so often we think that our stories are only for our current audience. And yes, our stories are definitely for the people who already follow us. But we have to remember that a lot of times people might stumble onto our page and they just happen upon our stories at any random time. So if you're posting like 20 clips of you at a concert, chances are that's not really valuable content that people want to see. Maybe we can pare it down to 1 or 2, right? Or something a little bit more creative showing how you're at the concert and why you enjoy that, right? I think it's okay to share personal things on your stories, absolutely. But I want to make sure that we're not just posting random stuff on our stories all the time, or you're posting inconsistently. So if somebody lands on your page, you have no stories there. So after they've read through your bio and they've clicked through your current stories, they're going to click through your Instagram story highlights. So if you don't have any Instagram story highlights, you're actually missing out on a huge thing here. People want to see what you're about. They want to get more information. Again, they want to see who you are. So if you have never done any photos or videos of you in your Instagram stories or in your Instagram story highlights, this is your opportunity. We're going to talk more about that being personal at the end of this class. But I want to ask you, do you have Instagram highlights that give info and tell people more about you? So I have a highlight set that says start here, and it kind of gives a little rundown of my page and who I am. And I have another one that like shares a little bit more about our membership or our online program, Rise Social Academy. I have one that gives kind of beauty secrets and just certain things. But mostly people are going to tap through that and they want to see what kind of content you've created. So do you have pricing info? Do you have maybe a salon tour? Do you have different things on your Instagram story highlights that are going to help that follower experience for them to want to click the follow button? All right, so now they've read your bio, they've looked through your stories, they're clicking through your Instagram story highlights. Then they're going to scroll down to see your last 9 to 12 posts. So they're going to do a quick little one-time scroll, and then they're going to see what you've posted. They're going to see what photos you've created, what videos you've created, what reels you've posted. So I want to ask you, do your last 6 to 9 or 9 to 12 last posts showcase your brand and what you're known for? Does it look cohesive? Does it show off your brand? Does it show off your work? And we're going to show some different examples of things that you don't want to do in a little bit here. But is it showing off your brand? Is it showing off who you are? Is there photos of you? Again, showing that personal side. We want people to get to know who we are. And that's a big thing. When people come to look at a page, they want to see who you are. They want to know who that is, right? Does it show off your salon? Does it show off products? Does it show off different services that you do? So does that last 9 or 12 posts showcase your brand and what you're known for? Then, after they've done all of that thing, they've checked out your bio, they've looked through your stories, they've looked through your highlights, they scrolled down to see some of your posts. If you've captured their attention and got them interested, they're going to look through your photos. They might tap a photo. They might read your caption. They might watch your videos. They might see other things that are there. But that's only after you've captured their attention and kept them on your page. And lastly, if they want to see more and they want to invest in following you, they'll click the follow button. So can you guys see the journey that people take when they land on someone new's page, right? I want you to say, or I want to know in the comments, is this something that you've ever thought of before? If this is not something you've ever thought of before, go ahead and type a number 1. And if this is something that's completely now mind-blowing, go ahead and just type a number 2. I want to hear from you guys how this feels to you. I think we don't oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. I'm doing good today, guys. I think so often we don't remember, or we don't even think about what the follower journey is. We just think, why aren't people clicking the follow button? Why don't I have a lot of followers? Why am I not getting clients? And this is the first step. If we can't even get somebody to click the follow button, we are missing out on them even getting to know us, getting to see our work, getting to eventually become a client. This is the very first step. So I want you to think about, what does your follower experience look like? I'm seeing 1 and 2. Never knew it was this in depth. You nailed it. This is exactly what I do when I find a new page. Yeah, I love that. And I think that's something to really take into consideration is, what do I do when I'm on Instagram? What makes me click over to somebody else's page? What do I do? How do I determine if I'm going to click the follow button, right? Oh my gosh, I do this without even knowing it. This is what I do when I start to follow somebody, says Dima. This is what I do to others, says Kim. Yeah, 1, 2, I love it. Awesome. So if you don't have the complete follower experience on your page, like I said, you could be missing out on potential clients because the right kind of followers aren't clicking the follow button in the first place. And then after they've become a follower, so they've clicked the follow button, this is an important time, because once they've committed to following you, this is your chance to build up a connection with them, to help them get to know, like, and trust you, and eventually book an appointment with you. If you're missing out on building the relationship, and we're going to talk about this in the next step, but if you're not creating that connection, if you're not creating that relationship with them, they're never going to turn into a client, and they're never going to turn into a customer. So I know that it can feel tempting to want to grow your following, but it doesn't matter if you just get tons and tons of new followers and hundreds of thousands of likes if you aren't actually growing your business with Instagram. And in fact, I would rather you be attracting the right followers that turn into clients, be able to do the kind of hair you love, be able to create a perfect schedule that works for you and your lifestyle, be able to confidently raise your prices, hit your goal of becoming an educator or opening a salon. That is my goal for you. Versus I have 10,000 followers and my business isn't actually growing. Of course, having tons of followers and getting lots of likes can feel good, but they don't necessarily lead to growth in your business. And this is actually from one of our Rise Social Academy members, Jen. She shared this a couple months ago in a Facebook group, and she said, I've gained a little over 100 followers, but that's not my main concern. I've gained dream clients. I have raised my prices, and I'm booked 4 weeks out. Today, I will be sending out 4 thank you cards to 4 new clients I had in my chair this week. I stopped doing men's haircuts and kids cuts. I now focus on what I love to do, and this is only the beginning. So Jen realized it's not just about getting followers. And so I hope that this client experience has helped you realize that we want to be attracting the right people who will eventually turn into clients and customers. By having a good follower experience on your page, you'll start to attract the right kinds of followers who will eventually turn into clients as you nurture your relationship with them and your connection through high quality, valuable content. So I want to ask you real quick, and I want you to answer this in your notebooks or in your notes. Do you need to improve your follower experience? And just go ahead and type a yes or no in the chat. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, no big deal, but go ahead and type a yes or no in the chat. I just want to hear from you guys where you're at. Is this something that you're like, wow, I'm seeing a lot of people, I'm having a hard time for my salon scene, what to do for personal? I would love to answer that in the Q&A at the end. Definitely, we can dive in deeper into that, especially for those of you who are salon owners and you're wondering, how the heck do I do this? All of these strategies apply for you, whether you're a stylist, an educator, a salon team. They just need a little tweaking. So we'll talk about that at the end. Taking a sip of my iced coffee cold brew here. Yes, 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 yes. It could be so much better. I think I've done this, but there are things I can improve on, Riley says. Heck yes, 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 yes. I've done the basics, but not as detailed. Yes, yes, awesome, cool. I love that. And I would really want to encourage you guys that when you go do this, send me a DM. Let me know. How's it going? I really want to I want you to follow up with me on this, because I think it's easy to watch a class like this and be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then you never go do it. So put it on your schedule sometime this week to go through and really improve that follower experience for your clients, because this is truly something that can make a huge difference in your business. This is the very first thing that they see. All right, so now we're getting into mistake number 2. What is not working? Focusing on the wrong things, aka worrying only about the algorithm or vanity metrics and not serving or nurturing your audience. So we talked about real quick here, having a good follower experience. You need to nurture your relationship and connection with them through high quality, valuable content. So let's talk about what that looks like. Now, maybe you've heard this. The algorithm will punish you. If you don't post every day, the algorithm will punish you. If you post your hashtags in the comments, the algorithm will punish you. If you do this or that, the algorithm will punish you. And here's the deal. There is a lot of different hype theories going out there, scare tactics out there about the algorithm. And back in the day, it was said that you should post every single day or else the algorithm will punish you or not rank your post if you miss a day. And in fact, you probably have heard some of these types of scare tactics or maybe tips out there from another influencer or Instagram guru at some point. Maybe they've said something like this. And I want to put an end to all of these things. Here's the deal. You also might have heard that posting something is better than not posting at all. And this has led to a lot of pressure to make sure that we're posting every single day, which in fact has turned into a lot of just okay or not that good content being shared just to keep up with the algorithm. This means no taking days off, no skipping posting. Just put a photo up and make sure you keep the algorithm in your favor. If you have ever felt that, go ahead and type a yes in the chat. And I know that there's already some yeses in the chat already, but I know that it can feel like Instagram can feel so overwhelming because we put this pressure on ourselves to have to show up every day or have to post here or there. Like, oh my gosh, it's in 2 days and I haven't posted. And so we end up posting content that's just okay or not even that good at all. And I want you to start focusing on quality over quantity. The algorithm wants you sharing high quality content versus just posting to post. And if you're only sharing just okay content, this is not going to build your relationship with your audience and convert them into a client. In fact, it could even cause someone to leave, AKA unfollow. So every time you put up a piece of content, you're either doing one of two things. You're either nurturing your relationship with your audience, you're serving your audience, you're giving them something of value, or you're not. And when they see something of value, it strengthens their relationship with you. It gets them to know, like, and trust you as the expert, as the go-to person. And when you're not doing that, it helps degrade their trust in you. And unfortunately, this could actually cause someone to unfollow you. And so maybe you did all the work that we talked about earlier. You got them to click the follow button, and then you're just putting up content. And I say content, just okay content. And they unfollow. So you did all the hard work of getting them there, and then they unfollow because your content wasn't that good or you weren't serving them. So let's talk about what is working. Focus on serving our followers and nurturing our relationship with them through high quality content. So you might be asking, okay, well, what is considered high quality content? I'm going to give you guys some examples. So number one, high quality content is something your audience wants to see, not just something that you want to post. So here's an example. So often as hairstylists, I see we post up a hair photo and we're like, oh my gosh, look at this balayage that I did, or look at this braid set that I did, or look at this men's haircut that I did. What value is that adding to our audience? How is that adding value? So instead, what you could do is you can add value to your audience, most likely through the caption. So you could talk about why a balayage would be such a good fit for someone versus highlights, right? Or you could talk about why this men's haircut is less maintenance versus another one. Or you could talk about why that braid set is more beneficial over another one. So I want you to be thinking about this is something your audience wants to see, and it adds value to your audience, and it makes your audience want to engage with the post. So in your caption, you would want to ask things like a question at the end, or offering them something of value. It's either educating them, inspiring them, or entertaining them. So this is what is considered high quality content. So no more pages that look like this, messy pages or content that's all over the place. This type of page is not going to attract new followers. Chances are somebody's not going to click the follow button on this. And content like this is confusing to your audience, and it's not helping nurture your relationship with them. So they're seeing a photo of your Starbucks. Okay, why? What is that doing, right? They're seeing a photo that says appointment still available. And like, maybe that could be valuable, but it just feels very, it feels a little desperate, right? Versus saying why booking an appointment now would be beneficial to them, or why pre-booking is beneficial versus just saying appointments available, or I have openings, or just hair photo after hair photo after hair photo. Pages like this are not going to attract new followers, and they're not going to nurture your relationship with your audience. No more pages like this. Pages with just boring hair photos. This does not add value to your audience, and it doesn't make potential followers or clients want to click the follow button. So I call these mugshot photos, okay? So it's like front, back, side, like nothing interesting going on. Pages like this where it's just hair photo after hair photo after hair photo, it's not causing somebody to click the follow button, and it's not giving them any value. they're not going to invest in wanting to see more because they already know what you're going to see. You're going to see more hair photos. And so how are you creating this experience for the follower and eventually for your clients? No more kinds of posts like this, boring hair photos with the caption, caramel macchiato balayage or blonde balayage and like 4 different emojis, right? No one wants to engage with a photo or caption like this. It's a boring hair photo. It's a boring caption. What's going to make you want to engage with that? If you saw a photo like this, what would you say? If somebody just walked up to you and said, blonde balayage, you'd be like, okay, awesome, right? Engage with your audience, add value through your captions. So instead, you want to have either a unique photo or video or piece of content. And now we have so many different ways to do this. It's not just a photo. It's not just a video. We could do a reel. We could do an IGTV. You could do just a, short video. You could do a longer video. You could do an Instagram story, but a unique photo or video, and then a caption that adds value. When you combine these two things, that is a winning combo for nurturing your audience and creating a deeper relationship with them. That is what creates high quality content. This will allow you to be able to create better content that adds value, serves your audience, and nurtures your relationship with them. So instead of posting every single day and feeling like you just have to post to keep up with everything, you'll actually be able to create better content because you're not stressed about, oh my gosh, I got to put up a post. And guess what? You're not going to feel as burnt out or overwhelmed with posting and just trying to keep up with everything. And this allows you to only share things that are high quality versus feeling like you need to post because you have to. And in fact, I actually shared this strategy in our Rise Social Academy Facebook group. And Kate was like, I actually didn't post for a few days and I gained a ton of followers without posting anything. Just kept getting more and more people. Krista said, heck yes, I took your advice a short while back and went from every day post to every other day. And it's been such a huge difference. Sean says, a friend and I were just talking about this. So happy I don't have to force content, but rather can focus on quality. If you have ever felt like you have to force content or feel like you just have to come up with something to post, that is not a good strategy. And in fact, that is a strategy that doesn't work. And so I want you focusing on the strategies that do work and the strategies that don't make you die, that don't make you burn out and overwhelmed. So I want to know, this is the next question I'm going to ask you. Have you been creating high quality content or posting just to post? I would love to know in the comments where you're at with this. Have you been just pushing out content or forcing content and posting just to post? Or have you actually been curating content, creating content that's for your audience, serving them, writing valuable captions, coming up with really informative posts? Lena says, I always struggle with the caption. So glad to hear this. Let's see here. Sometimes I feel when I'm posting too often, I end up losing followers. Yeah. And again, that could be because you're probably just posting to post, right? Makes me rush through when I'm taking pics. Yes. Let's see here. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I'm doing a good job over here, guys. Yeah. So just told this by 3 people this week. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's 50-50, but I need to improve. I want more quality, posting to post, 50-50, both posting to post, forcing content, says Lena. Guilty of this, a little of both. Started to create more quality, which is awesome. Posting to post just for the most part. Lena says, I needed to hear this. Awesome. Both. I do post to post on some days. I don't have a client or I don't have anything valuable to post. Posting to post feels like a job. Yes. Yeah, totally. Boring headshots, no hashtags or caption. Taking a sip of my coffee here. I struggle with the captions every time. Posting to post. Yes. Okay. Awesome. So now that you recognize this, now that you've called yourself out for it and you're like, you know what? I have been doing that, or you know what? I could be better about creating high quality content. I want you to know that every single time I post on Instagram, I'm thinking about how can I serve my audience? How can I create content? And if you notice, I don't post every day. I'm only posting 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes even less, because I want to make sure that every time I'm showing up, I'm creating content for them. And that could be a reason of why you're here today. That could be a reason of why you're following me, because you're seeing, wow, every time she's posting, it's actually good quality content. And it's not just blonde balayage, right? It's not just a happy Sunday type of caption. There's nothing interesting about that. Okay, so mistake number 3, what is not working? Wasting your time doing all the things without a proven strategy or plan in place. I know so many of you said that you feel like you're doing all the things, that it feels like a second job, that Instagram feels overwhelming. And so many of you guys said that earlier today. And you could feel like you're just wasting all the time doing all the things, trying to keep up with Instagram. And you don't have a proven strategy or plan in place. And that word proven is really important because, again, like I talked about earlier, we can take little tips and strategies and little things here and there, and we try to mush them together into a strategy. And that doesn't actually work. So the reason why you're not seeing results, most likely, and you're feeling like you're all over the place, is because you're working without a plan. So this is what it looks like to use Instagram without a plan. All over the place. Do you ever feel like you're just going in circles, or that you're starting to gain traction and then you kind of like start to get some likes and some engagement and some new followers, and then things start to kind of fall off, and then you kind of go in the next direction and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, things are awesome, this is great, and then you lose a client or something happens and you're just like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm not that much further along than where I was before. And that's because you don't have a plan. You're trying to do all the things that look like they work for other people, or putting together tips and tricks that you found for free on the internet. You're going to feel like you're going in circles and you're not actually making progress because you're not seeing results. It's going to feel like you're making progress. You're actually going to be like running, but you're running around in circles and you're not actually seeing results. So this is what it looks like to use Instagram with a plan. And I like to look at it like a stair step, because I believe that with everything, you're going to take steps up the ladder. And as you start to grow, there might be times that it takes a little bit longer to grow. And there might be times that it takes a little bit longer to get a new client. There might be times that it takes a little bit longer, but guess what? You keep going up. And so by having a step-by-step plan for where you're going and what to do next, you'll start to see actual growth in your business from Instagram. And I know that back in the day, you used to be able to make a decent photo. You could throw it up on your page. You could add a few hashtags. You could write a caption with, like I said, blonde balayage, caramel macchiato balayage, and it would do well. You'd get likes, you'd get comments, you'd get new followers, and maybe even some new clients from it. And maybe you're still relying on that success. If you've been using Instagram for the last year, couple years, and you could just throw up a photo, it did well, it got likes, it did comments, or got comments, or even if it didn't get a ton of comments, you'd still get clients from it. And you're relying on that strategy from back in the day. That's not going to work. And maybe for some of you, you didn't use that strategy, or you're newer to Instagram, but that's what you see everyone else doing. And so you think, well, it must work for them. Why isn't it working for me? Back in the day, there was less competition on Instagram and people's photos weren't as good as they are now. And there wasn't even the algorithm. It didn't matter if you didn't have a plan or strategy with your page, because you didn't really need one. But as we know, that doesn't work anymore. And for driven stylists who are wanting to grow and build their business with Instagram, they need a solid plan, a strategy, and a direction of where they're going. And I know that you're here today because you're a driven stylist. You're spending time on your Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, for those of you in the UK. You're spending time out of your day to want to learn these things. And so I want to share with you a solid plan and strategy and a direction. So what is working? Using a proven framework so that you can focus on the few things that actually grow your business. And I think so often we try to focus on all the things, and all the things will only get you walking in circles. So there are a few proven things that do actually work that will help you grow your business. So over the past 4 years, I've not only grown my business using Instagram, my business Behind the Chair, but I've taught thousands of hairstylists to do the same thing. And through my own research, through my own testing, through my own failures, I definitely have failure posts still. I'm constantly testing and tweaking, but I have come up with what I like to call the Rise Up framework. So I'm going to walk you guys through what the Rise Up framework is and make it really easy. And these are just one word, so it's not super complicated, but I want you to almost write this down, for sure, write this down. And I want you to start to memorize this. So R stands for resilient. And the reason why this is the first part of the framework is because so often it can be easy to be posting on Instagram and try to do all the things and you just give up. something doesn't quite work, and so you give up. Right before you're about to see results, you give up. And in fact, one of our RSA members, Linnea, she posted that she was about to stop posting on Instagram, and she finally got a client that reached out to her, and they said that they've been following her for over a year. And not only did that client book with her, but she booked her daughter's appointment, and they ended up getting $800 worth of services. And she said, the reason why I booked with you is because you posted about something that really caught my attention, but I've been following you over a year and I've been lurking. And so if you're not staying resilient with your Instagram, if you just give up the second that things aren't working, or you don't try again, or you're not experimenting, or you're not doing all of the things, chances are it's probably not going to work for you. So resilient is the R. I is intentional. Intentional with everything that you do on Instagram. I mentioned a little bit earlier that every time I post on Instagram, I'm thinking about my audience. I'm creating valuable content for them. When I'm posting on stories, it's intentional. I don't just post up random things here and there. I don't just, throw up some random set of hashtags or throw up a random caption. I'm very intentional about the content that I'm creating and how I'm showing up on Instagram. S stands for strategic. And so if you haven't been paying attention today, obviously, we've been talking about having a strategic plan for your Instagram. And so you want to make sure that you have a solid, proven strategy. E stands for engaged. At the end of the day, we want to engage with our audience. And sometimes it's not just about getting people to come find you, but it's about engaging with others and going out and finding new clients and going out and reaching out to them and engaging with the community and with your audience on Instagram. When someone comments on your photo, engaging back with them. U stands for unique. And obviously you've heard the cheesy phrase that no one is you, right? And you want to stand out from the rest, but I truly believe that you're going to attract the right kind of clients to you, and you're going to build your clientele because of your unique personality and your uniqueness. And so we want to pull that out on Instagram and show off how unique you are, because you are truly special. And last but not least, the P stands for personal. And so we talked about this at the very beginning of class about how we want to show off a personal side, that people want to see photos of us. They want to understand who we are. And as hairstylists, we're creating a personal relationship with our clients when they come sit in our chair. We want to start doing that with them on Instagram. So resilient, intentional, strategic, engaged, unique, and personal. And this is what makes up the Rise Up framework. By creating a page that has unique content that speaks to your dream clients and customers, this will lead to you gaining more of the right kind of clients and doing the kind of work that you love. It'll help you make more money while creating your own schedule and help you be able to design a business and life around what you truly want. So what does this strategy and plan look like? Now I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, so make sure to get your notebooks ready to take these notes. But this is what a strategy and plan could look like using the Rise Up framework. So number one, knowing why you're using Instagram in the first place. Is it to grow your clientele? Is it to get to the place where you want to be booked out? Is it to be able to raise your prices? Is it to be able to open up a salon or salon suite? Is it to be able to work with brands or go into education? Why are you using Instagram in the first place? And understanding why you're using Instagram and what success looks like to you will help you block out all the other tips and strategies that you might have heard of on Instagram and help you define what success looks like for you. Number two, setting goals for the direction that you want to go in. If you don't have a direction that you want to go in of why you're using Instagram and what your goals are, you're going to be floundering. You're going to end up doing the things that we talked about today, and you're not going to end up getting clients. You're not going to see the results that you want because you don't even have a direction that you're going in. Number three, know who you're speaking to so that you can start attracting the right people. There is absolutely a strategy for attracting the right people to your page. And in fact, it's so awesome whenever I meet some of my followers in real life. I'm like, you're my people. You are absolutely my people. And it's because I'm very intentional with my Instagram about who I'm speaking to so that I can attract the right people and repel the wrong ones. Because like we talked about earlier, you don't just want a ton of followers that'll click the follow button that won't engage or that won't become clients and customers. Number four, having a bio and profile photo that shares what you do and what makes you unique. So we touched a little bit on this today, but having that page client experience, that follower experience, what does that look like? Having a profile photo, a bio, your Instagram highlights, all of that shares what you do and what makes you unique so they click the follow button. Number 5, it means taking amazing photos that show off your work and get people to want to click the follow button. Obviously, we know Instagram is a very visual platform. And so if your photography isn't great or you're not showing off your work well, that's not going to get people to click the follow button, but it actually might be hurting the way that people become clients, because they might be realizing, or you might not be showcasing off your work in the best way. And so if you're able to showcase off your work in the best way possible, because I know you're an amazing stylist, but if you can't show it off, then no one's going to book an appointment with you. So being able to showcase your work to get people to click the book now button. Number 6, showing off your unique brand through your page so that you stand out from everyone else. So we talked about this earlier, but when people scroll through, are they seeing your brand? Are they seeing what you specialize in? Are they seeing you, your unique brand, so that you can stand out from every other stylist, salon, educator out there? If you're not showcasing that off on your page, chances are you're missing out on those followers. Number 7, creating valuable content that your audience loves. This is going to help them get to know, like, and trust you as the expert or the go-to person for your particular thing that you specialize in. Number 8, knowing how to write captions that connect with your audience on a deeper level, but also gets them to engage with you. So this is going to help you nurture that audience, help them create a deeper relationship and connection with you. And I know so many of you said, I never know what to write for captions. And so having a strategy for writing captions that connects with your audience on a deeper level is important. Number 9, be sharing Instagram stories that show off the real side of you and share a little bit more of who you are. Like I mentioned, when the clients sit down in our chair, we want them to feel like they already know us. We're creating a relationship with them. And so being able to showcase that, show off your personality through your Instagram stories is amazing. Number 10, be attracting new people to your page and getting the right ones to click the follow button. So again, it's not just sitting out there with your Instagram page saying, why isn't anybody clicking the follow button? Or why isn't anybody finding my page? It's knowing how to go out and attract those people. You can't just always wait for them to come to you. You have to have a strategy and plan for attracting those new people to your page. Number 11, ultimately turning those followers into dream clients and customers like we talked about today. And that is a huge part of having a proven plan and strategy on how to convert them. And number 12, being able to maintain your page so that you're posting consistently and always adding value to your audience. And I'll add to number 12 that I want you to be able to maintain your page without feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to do all of the things all of the time and feeling like you have to post, like we talked about earlier. I don't want you feeling that. I want you to be able to add value to your audience, but I also want you to have a maintenance plan so that you're not always creating content, that you can repurpose content or batch your content so that you're only spending maybe 20, 30 minutes a day on Instagram versus hours and hours and hours like you probably are right now. Okay, so deep breath. I know that plan and strategy might sound a little overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. And so I want to ask you a quick question. Would you like me to teach you how to have a successful business using Instagram, using that step-by-step strategy? Go ahead and just type real quick in the chat box, yes or no. Yes. Texas Mom says, I honestly feel like I don't know what I'm doing on Instagram. Oh my gosh. Yes. High quality content only, but captions I struggle with to keep people engaged, says Tomas. Starting to get more quality. Captions are hard. Both need improvement with creative quality. Yes, 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 yes. I'm seeing all the yeses come in. Okay, awesome. So I know that you showed up today for a reason. I know that you're hanging out here, that you're typing in the chat for a reason. And I have a feeling it's one of these things. You probably have tried to use Instagram as a tool to show off your work and grow your business, but nothing has worked. You can't seem to figure out why others are getting booked and growing their followings, and you're just not seeing growth for yourself. You're probably ready to give up on it, or you're just not feeling enthusiastic about it. You aren't as booked as you want to be. You need to fill your schedule, and you know that Instagram is the best way to do that. I've shown you that today, but you're lost at how to actually do that. I've seen some comments here of like, okay, but how do I actually get new clients from Instagram? Maybe you're overwhelmed with everything there is to do. You see the potential of using it to grow your business, but you have no idea where to start or where to go next. Yeah, I'm seeing some comments in the chat just about that. You just want somebody to give you the guidebook to follow and tell me what to do. You're like, just tell me what to do. Just give me the step-by-step system. Maybe you're stressed out and you're just ready to give up. You're kind of over it. The feeling of burnout is creeping up on you and you don't know how much longer you can go. You need to turn things around for you and your business. And you know that Instagram can help you do that, especially in a year like today. And you're ready to give up, or you're ready to take your business to the next level, and you know that Instagram is the way to get you there. You're ready to level up, whether that's raising your prices, hiring an assistant, you want to go into education, open up that salon suite, or whatever the case might be. But you know that you need to grow just a little bit more and create a bit more of a stable business before you can do that. So at this point, you have two options, and I'm going to outline what these two options are for you. So number one, are you going to keep moving forward, continuing to use Instagram without a proven plan or strategy? So throughout today's class, you might have realized, oh, shoot, there's actually some holes and gaps in what I've been doing. Or, man, I didn't even realize that there was so many things that go into Instagram. Like, I just barely scratched the surface today. And you might be thinking, oh my gosh, like I don't have a plan or I don't have a strategy. And as I walked through those 12 points just a second ago, you might be realizing, wow, there's a lot more to this than I thought. Or are you going to take your new knowledge that I shared with you today and do something with it? And here's the thing, knowledge without implementation is nothing. I don't know who came up with that quote, but I've used it for years. Knowledge without implementation is nothing. So you might sit through today's class and you might think, oh my gosh, that was so great. I love it. And then you don't do anything with it. And your business is in the same place of where it was today, 6 months from now. And so my goal for you is to be able to walk into 2021 with a sustainable business, with you getting new clients from Instagram, with you getting more booked up, with you being able to do the services that you love. And so if you're continuing to move forward without a plan or strategy, where are you going to be in 6 months? What does that look like? And what opportunities are you missing out on because you don't have a plan or strategy in place still? Or are you going to take this knowledge and move forward with it? So if you're ready to start using Instagram with a step-by-step strategy, I want to invite you to join me and thousands of our other stylists inside the completely brand new upgraded Rise Social Academy. Now, if you've been following me on Instagram, you might have heard me talk about Rise Social Academy, but this is actually the upgraded version to our online program that I have had for the past 4 years called Oh Hot Gram. And to give you a quick, super quick little soundbite, Oh Hot Gram has been around for 4 years, and we've helped 3,000 stylists grow their business with Instagram. But earlier this year, Instagram decided to come after us with a cease and desist, and they told us that we could no longer use the name Oh Hot Gram anymore. And so I had two things. I could either close down the program or upgrade it. And so that's what we decided to do, was completely upgrade the program to Rise Social Academy and break it down and make it even easier for you to get results. So Rise Social Academy is the only proven step-by-step online program that teaches hairstylists, salons, and educators exactly how to share what they do on Instagram so they can attract more of the right kind of clients who pay for higher end services while creating a business and life they love. And by the end of this program, you will have a customized strategy and plan. And I say customized because it truly is customized specifically to you, no matter where you're at in your business, no matter where you live in the world, whether you live in Australia or the UK or in a small town or in a large town, or maybe you're a cosmetology student, or maybe you've been in the industry for 30 years. We're going to create a customized strategy and plan to help you grow your business and actually see results. You're going to know exactly who you're talking to so you can start attracting more of the right kind of clients and customers. And you're going to have the tools to easily maintain your Instagram by consistently creating valuable content that speaks to your audience and potential followers. So here's what's inside. Inside this online program, there's 65 video lessons, workbooks, PDF, checklists, bonuses, templates, all the things. No matter how you learn, I have created it for you. And everything inside this program goes super in depth about everything you need to know about utilizing Instagram as a tool to grow your business. I literally have not left anything out. And in fact, when people get inside this program, they're like, oh my gosh, this is way more in depth. I didn't even know Instagram could be that in depth. Today's masterclass was just barely scratching the tip of the iceberg. In fact, this would be like one of the lessons inside of the program. And the best thing about this program is you have lifetime access to the program. So you can watch it anytime. You can go back and rewatch it. And unlike other online programs that are out there where you have to pay yearly or monthly or there's subscription models, with Rise Social Academy, you get lifetime access. So once you're in for life. And There's a lot of other programs out there that are like a year long, or you have to renew after a while. With Rise Social Academy, there's no renewal fees. You never have to pay again. Once you're in for life. So I wanted to quickly walk you through what the 8 step-by-step modules are, and they follow along the Rise Up framework. So number 1 is building your Instagram foundation for success. We're going to figure out why you're using Instagram, what your goals are for Instagram, how to speak to your dream client, what your Instagram brand looks like, figuring out what you specialize in. Everything that you need for that foundation is going to be built up in module number 1. Module 2, we're going to be setting up your page to attract the right kind of followers. So we just barely scratched the surface today on what needs to be in your bio, what needs to be in your profile photo, but we're going to break down exactly every single thing that needs to be in your Instagram story highlights, how to do that, how to change your bio, how to add all of these things to your bio. So all of that is inside of module 2. Module 3 is learning how to take amazing photos of your work. So if you feel like you've ever struggled with taking photos, or maybe the photos you are taking aren't really showing off your work the best way possible, or maybe the lighting's a little funky, or you're not sure, should I use a camera or a phone, or what should I do? How should I pose my clients? All of that we tackle inside module 3. We go really in depth on how to take amazing photos of your work, including what equipment you need and what equipment you don't need. Module 4, we can go into creating a cohesive page that gets dream clients to fall in love with you. So like we talked about today, how people scroll through and they see your page. If you don't have a cohesive page, or it's one of those messy pages or boring pages that I showed you earlier, we're going to get a cohesive page that gets dream clients to fall in love with you. And in fact, this is some of our alumni's favorite module. Module 5 is how to create content that turns followers into paying clients. So if you've ever struggled with what to post on stories, or how to write captions, or what kind of photos you should be taking, or how to create Instagram reels, or what kind of content you should be creating, this module is going to answer all of those questions. And we're going to help you come up with a customized content strategy specifically for you to turn your people into clients. Module 6 is how to attract followers, grow your Instagram, and get more engagement. So if you feel like your Instagram engagement is really low, or you're just not even getting new followers at all, or you're not growing your Instagram, we're going to dive into exactly how to do that inside of module 6. In module 7, we're going to go into the secret to spending less than 30 minutes a day on your Instagram. We're going to set you up with a maintenance plan and set you up with a plan so that you can actually take time off of Instagram so you don't constantly feel overwhelmed, or if you're starting to feel burnout, this module is going to be a huge help for you. And lastly, in module 8, we're going to go into how to shoot, edit, and post videos that go viral. So if you've ever had questions about videos, editing, reels, IGTVs, IG lives, anything about video, it's super in depth in this module, and we're going to go straight into that. The entire value of this program is valued at over $2,000. And in fact, there are some programs that are out there right now today that don't even go nearly as in depth inside of this program that are actually charging $2,000 to be inside of them. So the entire value of this program is $2,000, but that's not what you're going to pay today. But before we get into that of what the investment is, I wanted to make sure to really ensure your success with the program. So here's what you get in addition to the program. And these are our fun little bonuses. I love bonuses. I love hooking people up. And so bonus number 1 is you're going to get 10 weeks of free group coaching with me when you join Rise Social Academy. So for the next 10 weeks, we are going to be going through the program together. And I'm going to be making sure that I'm answering all of your questions. You can get my feedback, my team's feedback, feedback from the other members inside the group. I'm going to personally get on group coaching calls with you and the other students to answer your questions, give feedback, give personalized feedback on your page, audit your page, whatever you need help with. We are going to be doing that inside of this group coaching program and give you new ideas so that you can get more high-paying clients. You're also going to get access to a private Facebook group just for students who are joining this round. So it's a very intimate group on the calls. It's much smaller, and it's not with all of our alumni members. This is the only place that you can get our personalized coaching. Now, my goal with you for the next 10 weeks of going through this program with you together is for you to get your next 3 clients in the next 10 weeks. And I truly believe with the personalized support inside of this group coaching program, you will be able to do that, because I want you to be able to pay off your investment within the first 10 weeks. The total value of this group coaching program is $19.97. And again, if I was doing this on my own or outside of a program like this, I would be charging over $2,000 to be able to be part of a group coaching program like this. Bonus number 2 is a really fun one. This is a mini training, how to create content when you have nothing to post. So I'm going to share with you 3 techniques I use to gain tons of content that allows me to gather years worth of content in just a few hours. This is perfect for you if you're just starting out or you feel like you don't have any content to post. And I know I saw some comments in there in the chat today saying, I literally don't know what to post. So after you join the program, this is actually one of the first videos that I recommend you watching. If you don't have a clientele that you feel like is the type of content you want to post, if you feel like just the content you have isn't the kind of content you want to post, this video is going to be super perfect for you. Bonus number 3 is how to set and raise your prices to make more while working less. So I put together this entire mini training on pricing so you can figure out exactly how much to charge and know exactly how to raise your prices. And I'm including exact scripts, fill in the blank templates that you can use to post on your Instagram, that you can use to give to your clients, or just know exactly what to say so that you can share on your Instagram and share with your clients how you're going to be raising your prices in a way that actually benefits them. So if you've ever been nervous about raising your prices or you just don't even know how to do that, this mini training with the scripts and templates is going to be so perfect for you. Lastly, we're going to be doing the mini training of how to repurpose content and stop the overwhelm of always having to create new content. So this is going to be super helpful for you if you feel like you always have a ton of things that you want to post and you don't even know what to do. I know that it can feel overwhelming to create new content. So there's actually a way that you can repurpose your content. And this is a new strategy that I've been using in my business, and it is a game changer and time saver. Also included in the program is we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So obviously I want to make sure that you're getting results. And that's why our 10 weeks in the group coaching program is to help you get results as quickly as possible. And OHA Graham, our old program, but Rise Social Academy has a proven track record for creating amazing results like substantial growth and new client inquiries. But you might find for some reason that it's not for you. So here's the deal. If you can show me that you did the work up to module 3 and are unhappy with the program for any reason, just let us know within 30 days of your purchase date and we'll give you a full refund. We don't even ask any questions. We just want to show that you've done the work, that you've shown us, hey, you know what, this didn't work for me, or this wasn't the right fit for me. And in fact, we actually have a under 1% refund rate. In the online course space, typical refund rates are on average around 15%. So we feel really comfortable offering this. In fact, the last time we offered it, we didn't have any refunds when we did this group coaching program together. So I know that you will get results. I know that if you put in the work, you will get results. And so that's why we feel really confident offering that. But if for some reason you don't feel like it was for you, then no big deal. We'll give you your money back. So with this entire package, you get the entire Rise Social Academy training program that's valued at over $2,000 with the 8 step-by-step modules, all of the videos, workbooks, PDFs, templates, and lifetime access, including future updates. So in fact, all of our members who have been in the program for the last 4 years, they got access to this completely upgraded program for free. So when you join in, you get lifetime access. There's no renewals. There's no extra fees. You get future updates to the program. Anything that we change and make, you get access to that. You also get bonus number 1, our 10-week group coaching program with weekly coaching calls and our private Facebook community. Bonus number 2, our content creation mini training. Bonus number 3, how to set and raise your prices mini training with the templates. And bonus number 4, how to repurpose your content mini training. And also, there's a couple more bonuses we haven't mentioned, but when you log in, you'll be able to find those inside of your members area. This is a total value of $4,997. But that's not what you're going to pay today. So for your investment, typically in a program like this, especially with the 10-week group coaching program, I would charge $2,000 for this program. But like I mentioned, I know that this is something that I think absolutely can change your career. Like I said, it's changed our thousands of members' lives and businesses, and I wanted to make it as accessible as possible for you. So we're not charging $2,000 for this program. In fact, you can get started today for a one-time payment of $997. Now, I know for some of you, you might feel like, okay, I totally want to join in, but I don't have $997 right now. So we also have a payment plan option to be able to break it down into smaller payments where you can do 3 monthly payments of $347. So it'd be $347 down today, and then 2 more monthly payments of $347. And the best thing about this is this isn't a payment plan that you're paying off for the next year or something that you have to worry about. This is something that will get paid off in the next 3 months. And like I said, my goal for you is to be able to get your brand new clients within the first 10 weeks of a program together. So if you want to get started today, you can go to jamiedana.com/join. And again, we have the 3 monthly payment option of $347 or the one-time payment option of $997. Now, here's the thing. I love people that are action takers, that are, people that are invested in their career like you are today. And so when you pay in full, I actually decided to throw in one extra bonus. So if you pay in full, you're going to get access to a live workshop that I'm going to be hosting in a couple weeks called How to Get Big Brands to Notice You and Want to Work with You. This is a $297 bonus you're going to get automatically for free when you pay in full. And not only do you save $44 over the payment plan, you don't have to worry about payments, but you get this extra bonus for free on top of it. And this bonus is amazing. Like, we literally have had members who have gone through this bonus and they're like, I would have paid just for that bonus with the entire program. Like, it is so good. And we've had people like ask, can I pay to get into it? And the only way that you can get into this bonus is by paying in full. And like I mentioned, I love action takers. So how I mentioned at the beginning, you can get these caption template PDFs. So if you join Rise Social Academy while we are here on this live class, we're going to go over to Q&A in just a second, but you're going to get this last bonus, our 30 caption templates PDF for free, absolutely for free. So if you join here while we are live, you're going to get that automatically added to your membership. So again, go to jamiedana.com/join. That is a special link just for people right now who are joining in. So again, you can get started today for 3 monthly payments of $347 or a one-time payment of $997. Now, we're going to go over to Q&A. So what I want you to do is, if you have any questions, go ahead and start typing them in the chat box. And my husband, Mark, he is in the chat. He's going to be pulling those for me to answer. So I'm going to switch over to my screen in just a quick second here. But go ahead and start asking any questions that you have about Instagram or any questions about Rise Social Academy. I'm going to switch my screen here. Just give me one quick second. All righty. There we go. Oh my gosh. I always come back on camera. I'm like, what do I look like right now? I'm like a person. Well, I'm sure you know this. I talk with my hands. And so even when I'm talking and I don't have the screen on, I'm like constantly talking with my hands and like doing all the things. I feel like my hat's a little crooked. Today's just one of those days. All right. So I'm going to pull up our question Google Sheet real quick here. He is answering those, He's adding those to the Google Sheet. Oh, great question. So I just saw one pop up in the question. If I can't join now, can I join another day or month? This is such a great question. And I didn't mention this, so I apologize. So the doors to Rise Social Academy, we only open them twice a year. And in fact, this year we only opened them once a year. And so we're not going to be opening them again until probably mid next year or summer of next year. And so as of right now, you can join into Rise Social Academy until Monday, October 26th. That's going to be when the doors close. And then after that, you won't be able to get in until mid next year. So if you've been thinking about it, if you've been on the fence, I know that there's some of you who have heard about Oh Hot Gram and have heard me talk about it throughout the years. And you're like, should I wait? Should I not? To be honest, this is such an amazing time to join right now because you're going to get the momentum of the holidays into 2021. And I truly believe that this is the best time to join the program, just to get it in. We've always done a fall class, and I feel like those members have always seen the best results. So anyways, yes, the doors close on Monday, October 26th. So in about a week from today. Okay. Such a great question. At the point in the 10 weeks, is there a raise your prices mini training? So that bonus is actually already inside your membership area. So for you, if you're thinking about like, hey, I've been thinking about raising my prices, or, I'm going to want to in the next month or so, especially during the holidays. I know so many of you are wanting to do that. That bonus is already inside. So yeah, it's already in there. Great question. Such a great question too. Will current OHOT Graham alumni members have access to all of these bonus videos? Yes, they are already inside of your membership area. So like I mentioned, when you join Rise Social Academy, or for our current alumni of OHOT Graham, we upgrade all of our members. And that is a big thing to us, that once you join in, you're in for life. And so yes, if you are a current OHOT Graham member, you have access to this. You just log into your membership area. We did send an email about it earlier. So yeah, but yes, you get access to all of those as well. Okay, let's see here. Serena says, would you recommend this program even if I am moving out of state to a town where I know nobody? Is this worth the time, or should I wait till after? Serena, I love this question. So one of our OHOT Graham and Rise Social Academy alumni, Emily, she actually went through this program right before she moved to a new town. And I just love Emily's story because she reached out to us and she said, this program was the thing that helped me build up my clientele so quickly, even before I moved. And so she really utilized the program to not only start to build her clientele, and I'm not sure exactly what your situation is, but she started to already build an audience of new people in her new area before she even got there. And then when she got there, she was able to get booked out weeks and months in advance with dream clients immediately. And so, yes, absolutely. I think that it would be such a good fit for you, especially if you're thinking about it. One thing I would love for you to be able to do is be able to have that audience of new people. So yeah, Emily was able to do that. And I think that it would absolutely work for you. Okay. Erica says, what would you recommend a hair student to post on their hair Instagram page? Such a good question. So we actually have one of our members who is a cosmetology student, and she was one of those people that was like, I just don't know what to post, or what should I post? And you guys, her name is Karen. She was actually able to not only build a clientele in beauty school, like she was actually getting like wedding clients. She did like updos and braids and like specialty services. But she was actually able to book weddings while she was in beauty school based off of her Instagram. And then when she left cosmetology school, she actually had 3 job offers from dream salons in her area. So all because of her Instagram and how she was utilizing it to grow her business even from the beginning. So if you're a cosmetology student and you're thinking about, is this the right time to join, or should I wait till I'm a stylist? I would absolutely say that this is the perfect time for you to join, because it allows you to get started with your career on the right foot and going in the right direction. Now, what should you post on your page when you're a cosmetology student? Anything and everything. I definitely recommend showing off your journey. And inside the program, we'll walk you through exactly what types of content to be posting and coming up with a content plan for you. But it could be things like models that you're doing. It could be tutorials on yourself. It could be just showcasing different things that you're doing, even in school. But we've had some members literally show up and create content, even though they didn't necessarily have clients to post. So it absolutely is possible. And inside module number 4, we'll really break that down for you and help you come up with some really creative ideas on things that you can post, even if you don't necessarily have clients. And that bonus video, the content creation mini training, that video is 3 different techniques to create content, meaning create photos and get content, even if you don't have any clients yet. So it is perfect for a stylist who's just graduating, a stylist who's in beauty school. It doesn't rely on having to have a clientele already. So I would recommend when you join in to watch that video first. So great question. Okay, I love it. Candace says, LOL, thank you. Her class is already working. I'm attracting people. Candace, I love it. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Oh my gosh. How can I raise my prices without getting backlash, says Sarah. So Sarah, yeah, inside of this, inside of the mini training on how to set and raise your prices, I walk you through exactly what to do. And basically inside that template, it's literally copy and paste. You can literally just steal it from me, copy and paste, send it to your clients, give it to your clients, however you alert them. And I walk you through some different techniques on how to do that. But one of the things that we talk about inside that video is it's okay to lose some clients. The reason why you're raising your prices, and we talk about if you're ready to raise your prices and the things to look out for, but chances are if you're ready to raise your prices, it's probably because you're booked and you have more demand. And throughout this program, the reason why we have this as a mini training is because so many of our members were getting so booked up to the point where they needed to raise their prices. I was like, we got to add this in as a bonus. So yeah, I think, yeah, Sarah, you said, how do I raise my prices without getting backlash? You might get some people that aren't very excited about it, or you might lose some clients, but chances are they're probably not dream clients. And inside that letter, I walk you through how your price increase is actually going to benefit your clients. And you actually might be surprised, but I think that we overcomplicate things as stylists and we think that we're going to get more backlash than we actually will. So Sarah, that mini training is going to be so perfect for you. Okay, so Mark is typing in some more questions, but while he does that, I just want to welcome in some of our new members real quick. Let me pull it up here. I should have had the page up. Sorry, you guys. Let me welcome in some of our new members here. We have Rachel who just joined in. We have Alexis who just joined in. Hey, Alexis, I've seen you on Instagram. We have Teresa. We have Kim. We have Candace. I just saw Candace here in the chat. I love it. Kristen, Sadie, we have Rachel, Brianna, we have Dot, we have Melissa, we have Kendra, Vasilina, I hope I'm saying that right. Maybe it's Lena that was here in the chat. I'm not sure. We have Anna, we have Christy, Savannah, Sarah. I'm wondering if it was the same Sarah that was in here just a second ago. Sabrina, Annette, Macy, Rachel, Michelle, Hannah, Nicole, oh my gosh, Lauren, I hope that I'm catching everyone's name. I just want to say, one of the really fun things is on our thank you page video, once you join in the program, there's like a little thank you page video of me throwing confetti. I said that I see every single person's name that comes through that joins the program. And we're actually creating a wall over here. You can't see it. It's off camera of Post-it notes of all of our new members who are joining in. I just want to say that every single time a person comes in, it just makes me so excited that I get to be a part of your journey and that I get to watch you grow and transform your business. And so I don't take that lightly. I see your names come in and it just makes me so excited. Sarah, Nikki, Mallory, Sydney, Ashley. Oh my gosh, so many names coming in. Let me go back to the other page, make sure I didn't miss anybody. If I did miss you, looks like Taylor just joined in. So I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to this program. I am honestly so excited to get to know you inside of our private Facebook group over the next 10 weeks in our group coaching program. I'm just so excited. Yes, awesome. Okay, let me head back over to Vanessa Vassi says, I signed up for the 3-month payment before I knew about the bonus. I think you might have already gotten it, but if not, send us an email. No big deal. If you're here on the webinar, I want to make sure that you get the bonus. So go ahead and just send us an email, jamie@jamiedana.com, and we'll make sure to hook you up. No big deal. Okay. Oh, great question. Do all the modules get released at once or are they weekly only? This is such a good question. I totally should have explained this a little bit earlier. So thanks for keeping me on my toes, you guys. So all of the modules will get dripped out week by week. So as part of the 10-week program together, every single week, we're going to be releasing a new module. And the reason why we're doing this is it keeps it less overwhelming and keeps you on track so that you don't feel like there's all the things to do. I think one of the worst things that you can do when you join a new program is feel all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, there's a million things to do and feel like it's overwhelming. So we actually have learned over the last 4 years that dripping the content out week by week keeps it attainable. And so if you're able to spend 60 to 90 minutes a week, that's usually about how much time it takes, and then the coaching calls on top of it, but it takes about 60 to 90 minutes to go through the program. And then after the 10 weeks, you have a lifetime access to the program and you get access to our alumni Facebook group. So even though our group coaching program is ending, you'll still get access to the alumni Facebook group. You'll be in there and you can ask questions in there, get feedback from our alumni and from my team. So just because that is over doesn't mean that it's gone. You still will have continued support after the 10 weeks. So I had a lot of questions from people asking, is this like something that I can go through at my own pace? Do I have to make the coaching calls? And obviously, ideally, I want you to be there at the coaching calls. Like I love being there with you live. I love being able to answer your questions and be able to give you feedback. However, if for some reason you're not able to make one of the coaching calls, it's not a big deal because we record all the coaching calls and you get access to them inside of the Facebook group and inside your members area. And we'll also have a post where you can ask your questions just in case you can't be there live. So obviously I want you to be there live, but it is a really go at your own pace type of program. But yeah, great question. They will get released week by week, every single week for a new module. And inside of the members area, there is a PDF that has all of the drop dates. So you'll see it. So we're in week 1 right now, or week 0, week 1. And then next week, you'll get module number 2 and module number 3, just to keep it more attainable. Yes, it makes me feel less stressed, like I can breathe. Absolutely. Amy says, I'm new to Instagram and need your help. I'm nervous, but I'm so excited. I just joined. Amy, I'm so excited. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, Vaselina, what post shall we post in between hair photos? Yes, such a good question. So I know that you already joined in. You're going to love module number 4. So module number 4 is where we talk about how to create a page that looks cohesive and how to add in different pieces of content. So we're actually going to come up with a customized content plan for you and for your business. So there's a lot of different things that you can add in between hair photos. That could be things like salon photos, product photos, photos of you and your family. Those are just a couple off the top of my head, but we give you a ton of different ideas, and you're going to come up with the customized categories for your audience and for your Instagram, something that feels unique and personal to use. Again, using that Rise Up framework. So great question. Module number 4, you're going to love it. Module 4 and 5, you're really going to love. Okay. Texas Mom 75 says, will this program work for somebody who doesn't own their own business, working for somebody else's salon company? Yes. This works whether you are, like I said, a cosmetology student, a brand new stylist, maybe you're a commission stylist. And one thing that I will mention is this program is very customizable from you from the beginning. So module 1, where we set up that foundation, we're going to customize this program for you and where you're at in your business. So even if you don't have control over, certain things like being able to raise your prices, that might not be something that you have control over. That's okay. You're absolutely going to be able to go through this program, and it's definitely going to work for you. We've had so many commission stylists go through it. The biggest thing is you just have to be able to have an Instagram page, and that's it. So I know that there are some salons that are a little bit restrictive and you're not able to have your own Instagram page. So if that's the case, then this wouldn't be a good fit for you. But as long as you can have an Instagram page and you can post content on it, yes, this program will work for you. If you're a commission stylist, if you work for a corporate salon, we've had stylists who have worked for chain salons like Carlton, Supercuts, and they were actually able to leave that salon and go to a more dream salon because of the business that they had built up. And when I say business, I think so often we can think that it only means rental. You are in charge of your own business, whether you're a commission stylist or whether you're a rental stylist, whether you're a brand new stylist, a cosmetology student, whether you're a salon owner, you are in charge of your own business. And so, yeah, hopefully that answers your question for you. Okay. Serena says that, thank you so much. So the 10-week group coaching program accessible after the fact, since I am moving, I'm concerned I won't get the full experience. Absolutely. Yeah. So like I said, you'll have access to all of the coaching call replays inside of the members area. And then you'll have access to the archived Facebook group. So after the group coaching program experience, the Facebook group does close, but you'll get access to an alumni Facebook group where you can get continued support, but you still have access to that group where you can look up and see any things that were posted. You can search for it. It's a huge resource. So we keep that active for you as well. So even if for some reason you have to maybe take a couple weeks off or something, you still absolutely can go back to it afterwards. Great question. Okay, I'm not busy, so I was looking to add different services to fill in the gaps, but now it seems like I might not need to if I join and follow your step-by-step. Yes, absolutely. So one of the really cool things about this program is in the foundation module, we really help you figure out, okay, what are the services that I love to do? And maybe what are some of the services that I don't love to do? And we really help narrow down your focus so that you're working towards services that you love and getting to do the kind of clients that you love versus just taking any and every client. And this is actually something that we start with in the Get Started video about how so many stylists end up burning out in their career because they're taking any and every client or any client that'll sit in their chair. And that was my story, like I shared earlier today. So often we just take all of the services and take all of the clients, and that usually ends up leading to us not making money or not being really fulfilled in our career or burning out because we're doing all of these clients that aren't really the type of work that we want to do. So yeah, absolutely. That foundation module is going to be super helpful for you. Oh, this is a great question. Serena says, should I still have Social Suite if I'm getting the Rise program? So for some of you, you might have heard of my membership called the Social Suite, and maybe some of you are actually members of that membership. So these programs are totally two different things. I know they both have the name social in them, so it can be a little confusing. But Social Suite is a membership that gives you monthly stock photos, caption templates, and like little bonus PDFs, things like that inside of a membership area. It's $25 a month. The doors actually aren't open right now. But if you're a member of Social Suite and you're wondering, is Rise Social Academy for me? 100% yes. So Rise Social Academy gives you the entire strategy. So I like to think of Rise Social Academy like your college course, right? Your college course is going to give you the strategy, the knowledge, all of the things, the strategy and plan that we talked about today. The Social Suite is more of a tool. So the tool is going to be like a calculator. So let's say you're taking like a trigonometry class. Obviously, Rise Social Academy is way more fun than trigonometry. But let's say you're taking a trigonometry class, right? And you're going to learn all the things about trigonometry. Is that even how you say it? Now that I'm saying it, it doesn't even sound right. Trig. Okay, so you're going to learn everything about trig. It would be really helpful to have a calculator, right? Like if you have a calculator versus trying to do it all manually, that's going to help you, but it's not going to teach you anything, right? Your calculator isn't teaching you anything. So Rise Social Academy is the college course. Social Suite is the tools. They go hand in hand together. And we've had so many members join both programs that were like, oh my gosh, this was exactly what I was looking for. So whether you're in Social Suite, Rise Social Academy is exactly the thing that you were probably missing. And for those who are in Rise Social Academy, when they join Social Suite, they're like, oh my gosh, this is the thing that I was missing. So yeah, we've had so many members. In fact, we have a lot of members that are in both programs and they say the two go hand in hand. So yes, great question. Okay. What days do the live videos take place in the group coaching program? So we'll have a couple different options, different times, typically on Mondays and Tuesdays, but there are different options and different times to make sure that they fit with everyone's schedule as much as possible. But again, if you're not able to make them live, there is a post in the group that'll allow you to ask your question. And then you also have access to the replays on the calls as well. Okay, let's see here. Does the Social Suite still exist? Nina says, yes, it absolutely does. We will be opening the doors to that in for Black Friday. So we'll be opening the doors in like a month, just about. So yeah, the Social Suite does exist. And you'll be able to join it during Black Friday. And then we might also do something like a little special for our Rise Social Academy members with Social Suite. We're trying to figure out what that looks like because the two really do go hand in hand. So yeah, great question. Okay, let's see here. Candace says, will you go over camera tech or mobile photography? 100% yes. So module 3 is all the photography things, including what equipment you need, what equipment you can skip and you don't need. Nowadays, phones are pretty incredible. So we're going to go into mobile photography, how to pose your clients, all of the things that seem really stressful, how to make sure that the lighting looks really good. If you've ever taken a hair photo and you're like, this just like does not look like the hair did in real life, we're going to walk you through exactly how to do that. So yeah, great question. Okay, let me make sure. Let's see here. Candace says, I just paid for the 3 monthly payments. I'm ready to do hair my way and build a brand to have fun and explore. I love it. Kayleen says, my clients are just still my family and friends since I'm only assisting at my current salon and don't take clients yet. How do I post content without it always being the same 5 heads of hair? Yes. Kayleen, that content creation mini training is going to be like a mind blower for you. So there are actually a lot of different ways, and I've done this in the past where I have created a year's worth of Instagram content in just a few hours with like 1 or 2 models. So it's basically how you style the hair, the different things that you do. So I'll give you some different ideas inside of that video. But there's also a lot of things that you can be posting that aren't hair. So in module number 4, we're going to dive into all of the types of content. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but like photos of your salon, photos of you, videos of you, reels, tutorials, lots of different things, product photos, stock photos, so many different things that aren't just hair photo that you can literally come up with a year's worth of content inside of there. And there's a content planner inside of module 4 where we give you a lot of different ideas. So you don't even have to think about it. Like I literally am like, hey, post this next, and you post it next. So if you want to create your custom plan, you totally can, but there's also a content planner in there that goes really in depth. Dexter says, is this pre-recording? No one is typing these things. Oh, you know why? Sorry, Dexter. There's 2 different chats. So if that's why, yeah, there are 2 different chats here. Okay, awesome. Okay, Sarah says, I am in beauty school and I'm graduating soon. I've worked and have worked at my dream salon for a while. Any advice on how to show my boss that I deserve a chair? Sarah, I love this question. And I think that this is something, like I said, I mentioned Karen earlier, where she was actually able to get offer job offers at 3 different dream salons. That is truly something that like I would say is huge. Using your Instagram to show your boss and show your manager, oh my gosh, I am putting time and effort into growing my business, even as a brand new stylist or even as a cosmetology student, I am pouring effort into this. So I believe that Instagram is the best way to do that. I also think that taking models, taking clients, doing doll heads, whatever that might look like, maybe that means having to take someone at home. We talk about that in the content creation mini training, but not only are you creating content for your Instagram, but you're getting a ton of practice and knowledge as well. So yeah, I love it. Okay, awesome. Karen says, I am ready to join. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, if I can't join now, can I join another? Okay, cool. I already answered all of that. Yes. Okay, awesome. So cute. Okay, cool. I'm just making sure that I'm getting all the questions because like I said, there are 2 different chats. Okay. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I joined a group. Oh my gosh, I love it. So great. Okay, let me go back over here to make sure. Is this beneficial if I live in the UK? Yes. So we have members all over the world. We actually have had so many members in the UK join, and they said that it was one of the best investments that they could have done. And one of the great things is actually a lot of stylists in the UK or in Europe in general aren't utilizing Instagram in the best way possible. So there's a few people who are standing out on Instagram, but a lot of them just aren't utilizing it the best way. And so you actually have an opportunity to be using it even more and standing out from everyone else and actually have an opportunity to grow. Whereas I've seen a lot of people just aren't. So yeah, I think in the UK, it would be amazing. We have people in Australia, Hong Kong, New Zealand. We've had some incredible success stories out of New Zealand and Australia and the UK, and just so many incredible things. And like I said, no matter if you live in a small town or in a big town, or if you live in Europe or in Canada or in the United States, wherever you live, this strategy is a customizable plan for you. And in module number 1, we really help you break down that customizable foundation for you. So yeah. Okay, Texas Mom says, so are the bonuses only if you sign up today? So you'll get access to all of the bonuses. However, that caption template PDF is only for people who join while we are here on this call. So if you join while we're here on this call, you're gonna get that PDF extra. And then after this call, that link will be changed. And so it won't, you won't get that bonus, but you'll get access to all the other bonuses. You have until Monday, October 26th to join. And then from there, we're gonna be closing the doors. And like I said, we probably won't be opening them until mid next year. So, yeah, Hair by May says, will I get an email for the date and times for the videos? Absolutely. So you will be getting an email. If you want to sign up for text messages alert, we have that as well. We have accountability groups that are inside the Facebook group. We'll be posting in the Facebook group. So don't even worry. For our group coaching calls, we will make sure that you have access. There is a schedule already inside the membership area. So yeah, you will be alerted no matter what way works best for you. So great question. What are the qualities of a dream client? I love this question. I use this term all the time, and sometimes I realize, oh my gosh, people might not know what a dream client is. So a dream client is basically somebody who is the perfect client. So if you can think in your head, maybe you have a favorite client. You're like, oh my gosh, I just really love hanging out with that client, or I love doing their hair. Every time they come in, they tip really well, or they buy retail products, or they bring me a Starbucks, or whatever the case might be, right? That would be somebody who is the dream client. And so in module number 1, we're actually going to break down exactly who that dream client is so that you can start bringing more of them in. Because can you imagine what it would feel like to every single client that you have in your chair is a client that you love. And instead of looking at your schedule and you're like, ugh, I've got that client coming in today, or oh my gosh, today's going to be a rough day because I've got all of these services or all these clients that I don't really enjoy. So module number 1, we're going to help you define exactly who that dream client is. And we're going to help you define what services you love to do and what services you don't love to do. And then from there, we're going to build an Instagram strategy around those things. So absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. If you don't have clients that you absolutely love, that module is going to be super helpful for you. Okay, let me welcome in some new people just real quick here. We have Marie, we have Jim who joined in, we have Serena, I saw you here in the chat, I love it. We have May, I saw you in the chat as well. Aubrey, Annika, Amy, I saw you in the chat, I love it, I love it. Trina, Taylor, awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, let me go through the questions and make sure. There's one. Are you going to release a Rise Social Academy planner, like a physical planner? I don't know. We should. I think that would be awesome. But one of the things that we've actually had some of our members do, let me see if I can find it. Totally off the fly here. This is for another program that I'm a part of, but we've actually had members where they printed out all of their workbooks and then they got them binded in a thing like this. So that could be your Rise Social Academy binder. You could just get it printed at a place like that. We have had members do that as well. So whatever you want to do, you can totally do that. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so any questions about OHOT Graham members that are like asking any questions? We sent you an email earlier today, but if you have any other specific questions towards your membership, you can always just send us an email, jamie@jamiedana.com, to make sure that we get those answered for you. But yes, you get access to the entire program. You get upgraded to everything. The only thing that you don't get access to is the 10-week group coaching program, because that is reserved for our brand new members just as part of this experience. So hopefully that answers up any questions there. Okay. I think I got to all of the questions here. If there's any other questions, I am here for you as well. What is the hashtag for Rise Social Academy? So it's Rise Social Academy. That's it. And then there's also little GIFs. So if you type in my name on Instagram, there is some GIFs if you want to post about the fact that you are joining in. I love it. When you also join in on the thank you page, there is a little link down at the bottom to post some fun little GIFs of like, I joined in, I'm so excited. So if you want to tag those, tag me. I would definitely love to reshare some of them. I love it. Oh my gosh. Now I know what I want to be appreciated for, and I'm not going to apologize for that, says Candace. Yes, yes, yes. And Candace says she just downloaded the app. It's so convenient. Candace is getting in. I love it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. So good. Okay, let me pop back over to the thing as well. Let's see here. Vaselina says, how do you make sure your Instagram username to change it to attract new clients? So Vaselina, I hope I'm saying that right. I think I'm probably butchering it, so I apologize right now. In module number 2 is actually where we're going to be going over usernames. And so usernames is actually something that I think a lot of people miss out on. There's a huge opportunity with usernames, and I see a lot of people using usernames wrong. So in module 2, we're going to break down exactly what you should create in a username, what should be in a username, and maybe what shouldn't be in a username. So there's definitely some questions that we ask. So it's very customizable to you and your username. And then at the end, if you feel like, okay, I need to change it, we walk you through how to do that. So module number 2 is going to be super helpful for you. Okay. Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, it looks like we answered all of the questions. Let me just double check over here. Awesome. This is so good. Let's see here. I just signed up, says May. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. And yeah. Okay, this is great. Well, if you guys have any other questions that come in, send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to answer them for you. I will be sending out little voice messages as well. Or you can always just go to risesocialacademy.com or jamiedana.com/join. And if you have any questions over there, there's a little chat box. So that will be available for the next couple weeks. If you have any questions about the program and you just have a quick question or you want to join in and you have a question before joining in, just head over there, ask us any questions that you have, or you can also send us an email. It's at the email, the link in my bio. Any way that you need to get a hold of us, we definitely have questions. Machi says, I am from Asia and the timing is important to me, so I know when to join the program. Yes, Machi. So I think you guys are like just almost about 24 hours ahead of us. I'm not exactly sure the exact time. I think it's like 18 hours or something like that. But just so you know, the doors close on October 26th here. So it'll probably be like October 27th. So if you don't want to miss out and the doors close on you, I would just make sure to join like a couple days before that. But yeah, hopefully that answers any questions. Let me see here. Double check. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you for, just being here, supporting me. I'm excited. I'm so excited to have you guys inside of Rise Social Academy and for you guys to just start to transform your business. Like I said, if you have any other questions that come up, let me know. One other thing is that caption template PDF is going to be going away. So I know some of you are still here hanging out, and I would love to get you in. So I'm going to leave that link up for about another 15 minutes. It's about 3:45 where we're at. So I'm going to leave it up to the hour. It's about 12 minutes away, 11 minutes away. Shoot. Anyways, I'm going to leave it up till the hour. If you want to join in, you can go to jamiedana.com/join. You'll get that extra caption template PDF. For those of you who said you struggle with captions, it will help you so much. So you can go to jamiedana.com/join. You can get in, you can get that absolutely for free. And I'm excited to have you in. So I will see you guys soon. If you have any questions, send me a DM or send us an email. And thanks so much for hanging out with me.